Hi everybody. I had some thoughts I wanted to share tonight. I, I am sitting here thinking about this, religious holiday that's tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's the only Wednesday holiday that there would be in the month of March. It's, outside of St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow is not St. Patrick's Day. Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. Today is, today is March the 8th, 2011. And tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. It's the start of the Lenten season for Catholics. I myself am not Catholic. I'm not shy about admitting to that. It's not going to be, this isn't going to be totally about religion in this video, but it's just, my thing is it's mainly about the priests being pedophiles, just because I don't like that, and what also, and it's like, the thing is, and this is part of my thing that, my whole shtick about the pedophile thing, I think that, the Catholic Church needs to, and I'm talking about the Roman Catholic Church, it needs to stop being so secretive about stuff. I mean, they're tighter than Fort Knox on getting information out of them. It's like, their priests and nuns do bad things, and, it's like, oh, we put them on administrative leave, and then we defrock them. And it's like, that's like a slap in the wrist when they need to go to jail. They're pedophiles, My thing is, the Catholic Church is one of the largest employers in the world. I mean, we're talking like, you think, like if you sit down and think about it, who are the largest employers in the world? Like McDonald's, the Catholic Church, Wally World or Walmart, Subway, it's like KFC, stuff like that. I mean, you stop to think about it. You'd think, seriously, that they'd do a little more a lot more thorough background check and give these guys and gals that are wanting to be priests and nuns a thorough psychological exam. And I mean, we're talking fine-tooth comb here, okay? I mean, it's just, I mean, like, I would just, if it was me and I was the Pope, I would change the rules to where, it's like, even they could do it backdated, because seriously, I mean, there are these people, these boys and girls that have gotten molested by priests over the years, and, all they're basically doing is just, basically a slap on the wrist, in my opinion, I mean, and it's just, I really have, strong feelings about, these guys and gals, the priests in particular, need to be punished in a public and harsh way. I mean, they need to go to jail, not go on administrative leave. And, I've been thinking about the fact that tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. And seeing the whole thing up in Philadelphia about the 21 priests put on administrative leave, I rolled my eyes. Because I'm like thinking, here tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and they even made mention of it in the report. Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and this is going to be a big stink. Well, and you could almost call tomorrow, considering, the whole situation with the 21 priests, Fingerprint a Priest Day. Because I've actually seen on several different occasions on Ash Wednesday where, some Catholic person's walking around with, like, a thumbprint or, like, a big old smudge, like this, and you could tell it was a thumbprint from looking at it, right in the middle of their foreheads, or like this, and I'm like, ugh, I mean, seriously, because I'm not the kind of person that, you know, wants some person to touch my forehead. You know, because especially with dirty fingers, you know, I mean, even though they consider the ash holy and yada yada yada, and so on and so forth, and that's irrelevant to the point. I just, yeah, no. That, and the other thing is, I just don't want people touching me, because you don't know where their hands have been prior to them sticking their hands in those ashes. You know, I mean, and it's just, you know, I would have to, you know, I'm just like, yeah, you know, so a whole hygiene thing, you know. I mean, even if I was Catholic, I would not be walking around with a smudge on my forehead, okay? I mean, I would be running in the bathroom and washing my face. I mean, it's just, I'm like, yeah, you know? I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, I just really have a severe problem with that, because it's like you don't know where this priest's hands have been, you know? I mean, and it's like, you know, because you don't know if he was molesting a little boy last or whatever. I mean, and if you want to know, like, my feelings on child molestation, you know, as an aside, I talk about at length in an earlier video here. It's called My Own Tale of Child Molestation. You know, I talk about where, you know, I sat on a trial for a guy that was accused of molesting his granddaughter. I won't tell you what we decided. You'll have to watch the video to find out. You know, that other video, once you're done here. But yeah, seriously, I have a severe problem with pedophiles. And, you know, seeing that tomorrow is Ash Wednesday, and the biggest problem with pedophilia is in the Catholic Church, you know, that gives me pause, you know, on this the night before, you know, a big Catholic holiday. You know, and it's just, you know, I've actually known firsthand of, you know, this whole, you know, mess of pedophilia being crazy in the Catholic Church. There's a guy I know, who he would know, I don't think he would know, well, I don't know. I mean, you know, this guy I know is just totally sweet fella. You know, he's just, the easiest way to say it is backwards. I mean, he's just, you know, he's a grown person, but he's a big kid. You know, he's not mentally challenged or anything. He's developmentally challenged as far as, like, you know, social skills or whatever, but that's besides the point. But, you know, what happened is this guy, he's Catholic. Well, he, you know, had seen some kid's name in the paper, and he kind of knew the kid was being friendly. You know, he called the kid up to congratulate the child on something or other, and, you know, it was something to do with the Catholic Church, and he got a phone call from the priest to say to never, you know, talk to that kid again and to stay out of the church or whatever. He told the priest to take a flying leap, basically, and left the church and went to another church nearby. I mean, it's like, you know, I just think that, you know, on the one hand, you know, it's stuff like what happened to this guy with, you know, him being polite to the kid, you know, getting blown out of proportion, and then there's, you know, these pedophiles that, you know, it's like, you know, you have to ask yourself, why didn't the Catholic Church do more thorough psychological testing on these guys? You know, and why were they not more responsible? I mean, that's my question. You know, and seriously, I mean, the question begs to be asked, why? You know, I mean, I think the Catholic Church, you know, I mean, and that's the problem with the Catholic Church, is nobody can actually hold them accountable. I mean, and not an outside entity, not like the United States of America, or Poland, or France, or Italy, even though the Vatican's located in Italy, you know, or any other nation in this world can hold the Catholic Church responsible, even though there's a Catholic Church in every country in the world, just about. You know, I mean, if not in every single country. And that's the thing, you know. I mean, I think what needs to happen is, and this is my solution to the problem, as far as the pedophile priest, it's two things. One, the Catholic Church needs, well, actually it's three things. One, the Catholic Church needs to step up to the plate and fix this, for starters. Secondly, you know, they need to go back through and every single priest, monk, nun, bishop, archbishop, cardinal, all the way up to the Pope himself needs to go have an independent source, i.e. not somebody that, is, like some flunky from a branch of the Catholic Church. Somebody that's completely got absolutely nothing to do with the Catholic Church, period, to do thorough background checks on everybody, psychological and otherwise. And they need to go through everybody, all, starting at the Pope and going on down to, the lowliest priest, on the street, and do a thorough, background check. And then what they need to do, step 2 is, I think they need to seriously, defrock the priests and have charges brought up against them. Even if it's in a court of, law, in the United States, court. I mean, because it's and they should, not give these guys immunity or whatever. I mean, and they should lose, they should be defrocked. I mean, period. And be excommunicated for that kind of crap. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're always going to be pedophiles. They're not going to stop. I mean, that's just awful. I mean, if they molested 5 and those 5 came forward, how many more did these guys molest? And the other thing is, I think that any new incoming priest or nun should have an extremely thorough background check and psychological evaluation. And I mean thorough, not, the slapstick, okay, you want, this, that, and the other thing, and you need to do this. There's more to that than, doing that. And what needs to happen is they need to, take a zero tolerance policy as far as pedophilia goes. I mean, seriously. I mean, if they took, if the Catholic Church actually took a stand and actually cracked down on this crap, I'm sure that the pedophilia thing, they would get rid of a lot of priests. I mean, but they should also get guys and girls in there. They should allow women to be priests. Because then, I think they could do a lot better. Or at least allow the nuns more, priest authorities kind of thing. But, that's just my opinion. But anyway, I will pause here, and, I'll have some other videos, but, I just wanted to talk about tomorrow being basically Fingerprinted Priest Day in light of the 21 priests up in Philly going on administrative leave, and tomorrow being Ash Wednesday and all. Well, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. So, hang on.